Hello everyone, it's me Skinglonafro and I'm back to do another YouTube video, and I wanted to talk about this whole controversy that's going around on Twitter right now. Yeah, Twitter once again is in shambles. Basically, what happened is this black British comedian who's of African descent, his name is Tom Moutchi. Now I could be pronouncing that wrong. However, he's part of this show, this sketch show called Famalam, that's on BBC Three, and he has done a really offensive skit that targets Jamaicans, particularly Rastafarians. Now, the reason why this skit is so offensive is because it betrays Jamaican people as dumb. It shows hypersexual, shows Jamaican men as hypersexual. I'm only able to include like an 11-second clip of it because I don't want it to get reported, because like I said, it's BBC Three, and the last time I added it in a BBC Three clip, they took my shit down. So I'm not trying to have that happen again, but basically, yeah, it's very offensive, showing Jamaican people as dumb, hypersexual deviants, and also shows Rastafarians in a wrong light, and it just shows that you do not understand how Rastafarians actually get treated in Jamaica.
Yes, and welcome back to Countdown, the game show about spelling and ting. Sean.
Now listen, I'm all for people, doing jokes based off of culture, but if the culture is not yours, you need to learn to stay in your place, because me not understand how you can do can't get my words out. Me not understand how you can do a skit like that and think it's acceptable when Jamaicans are telling you it's not correct, it's not right, it's deeply offensive to us anyway. How many years and years and years and years and years of Jamaicans being disrespected, West Indian people being disrespected by people who have no place within the culture. Okay, if it's not your culture, you do not need to be speaking on it, regardless of whether it's a skit, a drama, whatever. You don't keep out of the culture if it's not yours. So basically, the guy Tom, he's now doubling down on the whole matter, saying about how Famalam is a sketch show, and that loads of people's cultures gets mocked anyway, and that old people don't understand what he goes through working for the BBC. And to be quite honest, I don't give a rascal what he's going through on the BBC, because at the end of the day, yeah, if people who are actually within that culture, whether like me, who is black British of West Indian descent, are telling you it's wrong, and people in Jamaica are telling you it's wrong, then why are you still choosing to act like you don't have no common sense left in your brain? So his first tweet says, Famalam is a sketch show that plays on all stereotypes. I believe the show is not one for selective humour. It's very interesting that no one was outraged when we exaggerated the stereotypes of African aunties. All the Midsummer murders, very telling in my opinion. Then he goes on to say, to even use the word coon to describe me and my castmates is insane. If only you knew what we go through as black people in this space. Nobody told you to go work for BBC though. I mean, you can, but... So, like, is this some kind of internalized trauma, taking it out on other black people because you're suppressed in your workplace? How does that make any sense? If only you know what we go through as black people in this space. Your spirits are high, but please don't use Famalam or the cast as scapegoats. It's also very weird how black people on here are campaigning for the removal of an all-black show because you don't like a part section skit. if you actually did watch the show, you'd know there's a healthy balance of sketches that banter each part of society, really, because I've not watched the show, but I don't remember the BBC posting anything about you mocking the Holocaust, because you know the Jews will come for your head. I love my Africans, but they can get bantered either way. I love my Caribbeans. We really don't like when people call us Caribbeans. We have said 1,000 times, call us Caribbean people or West Indian. Those are the correct terminology. This whole Caribbean things does not even make sense, because first of all, there's only one place that's called the Caribbean. There's not multiple. So what the fuck are you doing? Excuse my language. I love my Caribbeans, but they can get bantered too. No one is safe. It's comedy, mate. Get a grip. And see, this doubling down is exactly what I am talking about. And that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in the next few minutes. So now, because he refused to double down, now one of the ministers in Jamaica is going to write a letter to Ofcom. Now, remember I told you a couple of weeks ago about Ofcom, about how they are the British regulation for any TV station. Now, a minister in Jamaica, and they're currently in election season, are taking time to write a strongly worded letter to Ofcom. Do you know how embarrassing this is? Because this idiot, Tom, would not calm down, kept doubling down on his foolishness. Now the Jamaican government are involved. Listen, if you piss the Jamaican government off, you are a frigging fool, because we have been telling people for fucking years to stop this foolishness, to leave Jamaicans alone, to leave West Indians alone. If you are not part of the culture, I don't give a fuck if you're married to a Jamaican person, yeah? If you don't have a problem with a skit that offends that person, then you clearly do not value your partner as much as you say you do, okay? Because if you're married to a West Indian person and you see something that's offensive and you do not defend them, instead you try to make all the excuses under the world, saying about, I'm married to a Jamaican person and they don't find it offensive, so I don't give a blood clot. That's just one person out of many. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired. We shouldn't have to keep defending ourselves constantly. And this has been going on for years. In fact, like, how many videos have I done about the diaspora wars on my freaking YouTube channel now? So many. And now the Jamaican government is getting involved, because this could push towards a diaspora war, but this could be like the war that would just like be a full-on battle, because like now the Jamaican government's involved. Now there's this one Twitter account called Kes Politics. He's based in Barbados and he always talks about politics. And see, that's exactly why he also posted that tweet that the Jamaican minister posted. Like, this is massive. I didn't even expect it to hit to Jamaica Twitter. Like, I was just being fast. Like, I tagged someone from Jamaica Twitter that I knew could spread it, but I still didn't think that it was going to spread this much. So all I have to say about this is, you know, empty barrels make the most noise. A hard head makes for a soft ass. You must learn to stay in your fucking lane. And if people are complaining about your sketch or your skit, then just take it down. That's all it takes. Just take it down. Because do you know how embarrassing and humiliated Jamaican people are? You keep pushing people to their freaking limit. And this is how far it's gotten now, because you don't learn your goddamn lesson. To learn to leave people be. It's like those people who go poke up in wasp nest and then expect not to get stung. Don't be a fucking fool when you can be smart. Anyway, I'm going to leave you here right now, because I had to get this off my chest, because sometimes, you know, the Twitter limit is just not enough. Even though they did increase it from 140 characters to where it is now, like 200, but it's still not enough. So this is why I had to do a YouTube video to talk about this subject, because I've seen a lot of people who are still finding that skit funny, and that guy Tom is also retweeting people who find the sketch funny and blah blah blah. And I'm like, of course you're retweeting that, of course, but the way you throw in attitude at the people who are actually affected by this skit, it is very telling about how you view West Indian people. We know now we don't need to be supporting you. I never supported you anyway, but I most certainly won't now. Anyway, I shall see you later, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Alright, I gone. Bye.